Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and today is day 8 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and celebrating myself. So, yay! I am celebrating myself for 100 days. Yay! And today is day 8. Oh my goodness, I have way too many days to go. And I'm being really lazy because I don't want to go sit on my exercise ball right now, so you get the weird door in the background. I am also super tired. I came home from work and I just wanted to crawl into bed and go to sleep, but I still had to write in my journal and get something to eat and make my video. So here we are. And then of course I played on my phone, which I should not have, but it's just kind of, I don't know, a weird habit I have to just kind of unwind. But I think writing in my journal works better for unwinding and whatever. But still haven't learned to let go of my game playing. One of these days I might do that. It's 100 days of not playing games on my phone and then seeing what happens when not watching Netflix or whatever TV too. But anyway, today I decided to celebrate my faith. I was reading my scriptures and meditation journals, and I was writing and just praying to know what I needed to celebrate, know what to see myself the way that God sees me, and I just realized that I have this faith that's just been a part of me. It's a part of who I am. I have, as long as I can remember, I believed in God, and I've known that He was there and answering my prayers and guiding me and sustaining me and helping me through my life. And for all the times I've just given up or just wanted to quit and not do anymore, I've always felt like God was just pushing me, cheering me on, telling me that I could do it. Even when I went through my divorce and I thought, okay, I just can't do this. I just don't want to do this. I'm like, I am so done. I knew that God was still there, that He still loved me. He still sent people knocking at my door. He still had people calling me and reminding me that He was there. And I was like, great. And I couldn't really deny my faith because I knew. But I just didn't want to. I didn't want to face it. I didn't want to face anything else. But it is what eventually got me going again, and it's that faith that's got me doing these videos and learning to trust God more and learning to trust myself more doing these videos. And it's it's what's got me to know that I can change, that I have that faith that I can change, that I can get better. And I've seen the changes, I've seen the miracles, but it's also my faith that's allowed me to see the miracles in my life, to recognize God's hands in my life, to know that I can do this, that I can get through this. It's always been a part of me, and anyone and everyone that knows me knows that I have this great faith, and they have had other people tell me that my whole life. And I've been around friends and other people that cuss and swear and do other things, and I never have to say anything, and they always just apologize to me. They just look at me and say, I'm so sorry, because they can just tell that I don't feel that way, I don't believe that way, or maybe I cringe or something every time they use cuss words. But they're just like, oh, and I'm like, oh, it's okay, that's just your choice of words, whatever, I'm just not going to repeat it. And they're just like, oh no, I'm so sorry. And all the times in my life when people they had to protect me, they weren't good enough for me, or it was, I shouldn't do something because it was bad. And I was like, I'm capable of making my own choices. Seriously, I'm not that innocent and naive or whatever. But I think it was just my faith that's a part of me that just, it. Other people see that and they respect that, and they don't want me to do anything to lose that, I guess. So it makes me very grateful for that, just looking back over my life, and just today feeling so blessed today, and so grateful for everything that's just working out in my life, for all of the little miracles that are happening. And I took my sponsor friend to go grocery shopping today, and so we were talking about stuff, and she was complaining about whatever's going on in her life, and I'm like, you're totally entitled to complain about it, no big deal. And then she asked what I've been up to or what I've been doing, and I was like, oh well, I'm in a really good mood because I've been celebrating myself for the past week. And so she's like, oh, how's that working? Tell me about that. So I had to try to remember. I don't think I remembered all the things that I've celebrated for the past 7 days, but I started sharing this stuff for the last couple of days and what I'm celebrating today. And And when I told her I was celebrating my faith because I have this great faith, she's like, oh, yeah, you do. She doesn't have the same religious beliefs that I do, which is fine. That doesn't affect our relationship at all. But every once in a while, when she has questions about it, she asks me, and that's cool. But I was like, I was telling her because it's a part of me. It's a part of who I am. And it's part of what makes me who I am. It's part of what motivates me to do stuff. I know when I'm struggling to do things, I just have the faith that I know if I say a prayer, if I do this, that God will help me through it. And I just have to be willing to show up and do it. I just have faith that things are going to just work out, and I don't know how they're going to work out. They just always do. And it's not always the way that I want. It's not always the things that I want. And sometimes I get so focused on what I want, I forget those things. But I always come back to that. I always come back to my faith. I always come back to knowing that God knows the bigger picture, and that I just have to have faith and just keep doing my part, and things will work out the way that God has planned for me, even if it's not what I have planned for me. And that gives me peace, that gives me comfort, and it gives me strength and courage to keep moving forward in my life. And I am so grateful for my faith. I am so grateful that it has helped me to be where I'm at in my life, and for all the things that I have been able to learn, and because I'm willing to put myself out there, take that leap of faith in doing these videos, and even trusting that God has a reason for me to celebrate myself for 100 days, and trying to figure out, I've been trying to figure out exactly what I'm supposed to learn doing all of this. I'm like, but I've kind of, after doing 100 days of focusing on today, I'm like, yeah, I have no idea. I will learn the lesson, and I will look back over it a few times probably throughout my 100 days. And when I get to the end of my 100 days of celebrating, I will probably have learned multiple things, and several things that will have surprised me. I think most of the days that I have done something, I was surprised that I was celebrating rest, surprised that I was starting out celebrating my mistakes, surprised that I would celebrate my hair, especially after I had that whole conversation about my sister's hair being better than my hair. So learning not to compare, right? But it is my faith that's getting me to do these videos, and trusting that, God has a plan. I don't know what it is, but if I just do my part, everything will work out. And I am so grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the miracles that are happening in my life, and to just see all of the blessings. And for today, like, I feel just so super blessed. I went to go pick up a prescription, and when I looked up the price before I went to pick it up, it said it was one amount, and when I got there, the cashier used some kind of a coupon or something, and it was $30 cheaper than what it was supposed to be, the original price. And I was like, I don't know what coupon she used, but I'm really happy for that. I just feel really, really blessed. Like, I just trusted, I had faith that I was going to have the money, the means, the whatever. I was able to go grocery shopping. I went to a store. I took my sponsor to. I don't normally shop there, but I was like, okay, I'm just going to shop for the stuff that I want for my birthday tomorrow. And I'm not going to get a whole bunch of other food or whatever. And I was able to spend what I would normally spend for groceries. Granted, I didn't get a lot of like other food. I got stuff to make cakes and cookies and things, because that's what I want for my birthday. But I felt really, really blessed. I'm like, I worked really hard last night, and I hit a goal that I was at a trip bonus, whatever, so that I could, I don't know. Anyway, it was really good. I made a bunch of extra money last night. I made a bunch of extra money tonight. I stayed out later to get the bonus again, and I got more money than I needed. I mean, I could use the money towards other things, but so I just kind of like, I'm getting caught up, and I'm not worried about my money, because I just have faith that it's all going to be there. It's all going to work out. And to have the extra money from the prescription to use to put towards stuff, like to buy some frivolous things for my birthday, just made me feel really happy today, that I could do that. And I just feel like it's, that it's my faith. It's paying off. It's like all the, what is it? You plant the seed, or you do the work, and then that's what you reap, what you sow, kind of a thing. So, but But anyway, I just felt extra blessed because I know I didn't work for a couple of days this week because of I didn't get sleep, and I just felt like I had to rest. And I was like, "This is not what I was supposed to be doing. I need this money to pay all of these bills." And then I feel like I just made up the difference of what I didn't make those 2 days in the past 2 days, which is just to me it's just a miracle. And I feel overwhelmed, that I feel overwhelmed with blessings, I guess. Just lots and lots of blessings today, and not even finding the words to describe how I feel, how blessed I feel, and knowing that God is just aware of me, and just so grateful for my faith that has allowed me to believe, to know that everything's going to work out, and I'm just going to go to work and see what happens. And I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I don't have any control over that. I've had a lot of frustrating nights at work. I haven't made that much money before. And I know this isn't like a usual amount of money to make, even on the weekends. So I'm like, wow, I'm like doubling, tripling the amount of money I normally make, which is kind of crazy. And I know it's not something that's normal, and I know it's not something that's going to last. But you know what? As long as work is offering those bonuses and I can get them, I'm going to take it. And be grateful, because it's helping me to catch up. It's helping me to get to where I need to be. And but I had no idea how things were going to work out last night or tonight. And it's that faith. It's trusting that I can move forward. I can go out there, that God is going to take care of it. And I don't have to know the end result. I always want to know the end result. I really do. And I don't always know the end result. Some things I know the results will be, if I don't go to work, I don't get paid. That's the results. If I do go to work, I will make money. I just don't know how much money it's going to be. That's the result I don't know. So, but I have that faith that if I do my part, if I show up, that God will do the rest, and that things will work out. And I'm learning it's according to His plan and His will, and it's not always what I want, but it's there, and that faith has sustained me throughout my entire life, and I know that it's there, and it will continue to sustain me for the rest of my life. And I'm just so very grateful for it, and grateful that it's a part of me, that it attracts people that are good for me. And even people that have different beliefs or whatever, they're always very respectful of me, even if I don't say anything. They're just like, "Oh no, we apologize. Oh, sorry." Oh, it's just like they can tell that that's a part of who I am, and they respect that, and I don't have to say anything about it, which I think is kind of cool. Sometimes it's kind of annoying, but I've gone back and forth on that, where sometimes I'm like, seriously, let me make my own choices. Don't tell me what I can and can't do. Don't tell me I have to be, whatever, or that I'm too good for people. I'm not, but I do appreciate that they do respect my religion and my beliefs, and but then I can still be friends with people that don't have the same beliefs as me, and I'm grateful for that too. But it doesn't change or take away from my faith by having friends that don't believe the same thing as me. But I'm grateful that I can share my faith, and that others recognize that it's a part of me, and I'm grateful I can recognize that it's part of me. And I'm like, I might not always be able to explain it, or explain what I believe or how I believe it. I don't have all the answers to all of the hundreds of questions that people have. I've had people ask me questions, and I was like, okay, that doesn't even matter to me, so I don't have an answer to that. And a lot of that to me is like, well, it's based on faith. Do you have the faith to believe it, or you don't? But questioning it's not going to change it. So to me, it just makes me grateful that I have that faith, that I don't have like a gazillion questions. I don't know all of the answers, and I'm okay not knowing all of the answers, because I have faith that God is in control, and God's going to take care of it, because He has taken care of it, and He has taken care of me my whole life, and He's continued to take care of me. And I am going through this process and doing these videos and writing my book, recognizing God's hand in my life, has just made me all that much more aware of how much God is aware of me, and how much my faith has sustained me throughout my life, and how blessed that I am to have this faith. So that is me celebrating my faith today. If you have a faith or a belief in God that you want to celebrate, that's awesome. If there's something else about yourself you want to celebrate that, please feel free to celebrate yourself. Share what you're celebrating, because I'd love to see or hear ideas from other people that are choosing to celebrate themselves. And I think that's all that I have for today. So if you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great day full of gratitude and maybe do some writing.